Honolulu police are looking further into a crash that involved an off-duty officer and caused a power outage in Hawaii Kai. Many questions remain unanswered, among them who was driving the car. HPD says it was a subsidized police vehicle. Sources tell us that when officers arrived to investigate, the off-duty officer told them he was a passenger and had fallen asleep, and that the driver had left the scene. Sources also say that he could not identify who was driving. So how is HPD handling this case? Manolo Morales asked the tough questions. Manolo?
Joe, it's still not clear if there was anyone else in the car, but HPD tells us that it has opened criminal and administrative investigations into the incident. The silver Chevy Equinox crashed into a wall that could not protect the switching vault for Hawaiian Electric, so about 2,000 customers were without power when the crash occurred before 4 o'clock Thursday morning. Witnesses say the car veered off the street and onto the sidewalk, hit a bus stop sign before crashing into the vault.
When he crossed this intersection, that was when he started to veer into the right side. So right when he hit right up the driveway to Kaiser, that's when he couldn't avoid it.
Bill Thompson heard a loud crash and rushed out of the house.
I asked one of the cops, is anybody alive, dead, or anything? And he says, I don't know, I just got here. So about that time, the door opens and the guy walks out.
We've been pressing HPD about this incident since yesterday. A spokeswoman told me that family members are allowed to drive the subsidized vehicles. But the question still remains, why wasn't the officer able to identify who was driving the car when it crashed yesterday morning? The spokeswoman later told us that that is under investigation. We also asked if the officer was given a sobriety test on the scene and if anybody else was found that could have been the driver. No response. HPD did tell us that the officer in the car is with the Criminal Investigation Division and has been with the department for 20 years.
It doesn't make any sense.
I asked former Honolulu prosecutor Peter Carlisle if investigating officers should have tested the officer in the car.
Those seem to be very reasonable steps to take. And you would wonder if those steps weren't taken by all of the officers who were there, what they were thinking.
Carlisle adds that officers had the duty to further investigate considering what they were told.
If somebody else was driving his police subsidized vehicle, he would know who it was. You don't normally have, I have never in my life gone and put a perfect stranger in my car at that hour of the morning.
HPD tells me that the officer remains on full duty at this time. I also asked Hawaiian Electric how much damage was done. A spokesman tells me it's still too early to tell, but the structure and the switching vault will have to be replaced. Manolo Morales, KHON 2 News.